I'm Dr. Craig, the Chief Editor at TechForge, and today we're joined by Yoav Susz, US General Manager at Atera. Thanks for joining us. It's really thanks for having me. It's start by telling us a little bit about the company and what you guys do.
Sure. So Atera is an AI-powered IT platform. But put another way, we are an all-in-one solution for IT professionals, both for predominantly IT departments within companies, as well as managed service providers. And what we're basically doing is giving them everything that they need to manage all of their IT teams. They're everywhere from monitoring devices, patching, security, scripting, remote access, as well as help desk. So think about that as kind of how do end users interact with IT departments.
Was it 2016 or give or take a year or two that you started working with AI?
That's right.
How has AI developed since then?
Like the famous saying, slowly and then all at once. So I think that over the past few years, AI has really exploded with the capabilities. And what we're able to do, particularly around large language models and generative AI over the past 2 years, have truly been a step function capabilities. So, Atera had a few runs at AI, but I think that this last one, in the past couple of years together at Microsoft, has really changed things. And we've been able to, the biggest challenge with AI is you hear it all the time, you walk around this conference and everybody talking about AI, but then you ask them, what does it actually do? And that's sometimes a difficult question for people to answer. People treat AI right now as if it's an end. It's a means. And I think that what we've managed to do with AI over the past couple of years has been to really show people what the value is, and that's both in terms of the value for the end user as well as for the IT technician. So we call it liberating both sides of the ticket. But very simply put, it's to make it much, much easier for end users to solve their problem without having to wait for IT. So anyone that's ever been locked out of a device or had trouble connecting to the internet or needed an out-of-office supply or to download Zoom and has had to wait to the IT team to get back to them within 5 to 7 hours knows how frustrating that can be. And today AI can solve that.
And they partnered with Microsoft to launch AI for IT.
Yeah.
What kind of feedback have you had from your listeners regarding AI?
It's been incredible to see the reaction of our customers. I think, hearing wow is probably the best thing that you can hear when you're talking to both an existing customer as well as a prospect. And I think, people have a very natural hesitation at the beginning. Is this going to take my job? Is this going to make me obsolete? But I think that what we've seen pretty much across the board, both from the IT professionals as well as the end users, is just happiness, I would say. I think for the IT professionals being, the fact that they don't need to do these repetitive, mundane, boring tasks all day long. Very few people who get into IT dreaming of resetting people's passwords every day or, setting out of office replies. So for them, it allows them to really focus on the parts of their job which are much more strategically important. And for the end users, it's just been wonderful to be able to get solutions to their problems much quicker. So I'd say that the reactions have been very, very positive. We do have discussions with people every now and again where they're saying, where is this going? Is this going to replace me? And I think that's a very natural reaction to any piece of technology. But I would venture a guess that it's not going to replace IT in the same way that the ATM didn't, reduce the amount of bank tellers. It actually increased the amount of bank tellers. I think it's just changing the profession of IT, and that's making it better both for the end users as well as the IT professional.
Well, speaking of developing IT technology, we offer Autopilot and Autopilot. What's the difference?
They do what they say on the tin, right? So if you think about Autopilot, think of it like a smarter system which lives on your computer and can be both proactive. So I'll give you an example. I don't know if anyone here has ever had at a Zoom meeting where you're about to join, and as you hit join, it says we need to update to, or you're about to join a WebEx and you don't have it downloaded on your computer. So Autopilot, for example, can identify your calendar has a meeting with a piece of technology you don't have and prompt you and automatically download it for you. Or it can be, when you need to reset a password, it can do that automatically for you. Or you need to download a piece of software. Or you need to check why your printer's not connecting. Autopilot is basically a product for the end user, which is able to solve, I would say, probably 50 to 70% of what's called tier one issues today. And that number's only going to grow. So that's Autopilot. Does it on its own. Copilot is basically a piece of technology for the IT technician, right? So it can do anywhere from, helping them script using natural language processing, right? Just being able to type in whatever you want and generative AI will create the appropriate script, or to find OIDs, which is a pain of every single IT professional's existence, or create knowledge-based articles directly from tickets, or be able to summarize tickets and give you kind of recommended action. But the Copilot does exactly what its name applies, which is it's helping the IT technician to be much, much more efficient in what they're doing. The Autopilot is solving problems for autonomous.
How are you securing or data and they find out?
Right. So, from the very outset of building Atera, we have put a lot of emphasis on security and data security. So we're HIPAA compliant. We've all worked with the Department of Google in the healthcare space. We're SOC 2 compliant. We're ISO compliant. So we have every single compliancy I think that you can imagine. And also working with Microsoft and working with Microsoft Azure's OpenAI, that's an enterprise-grade AI model. And we're adhering to all of their principles, including transparent and responsible AI. And also, we're not sharing any of the data. So none of the data that goes for our AI model, Autopilot or Autopilot, isn't being shared with other customers. Is it being shared with OpenAI? It's basically staying enclosed inside the environment.
For years, or maybe decades actually, we could skills short to give rotating or skill gaps. So, do you think the AI might be able to study these gaps?
I definitely think so. We had a really interesting session recently with the chief product officer at Microsoft's AI division called Sarah Bird. And she talked about when they first released what's called GitHub Copilot, which is basically, the AI assistant for coding, that they were worried how developers were going to feel about it, right? Is it going to replace their jobs? And the satisfaction that developers had from the ability to auto-complete code or the troubleshooting was massive. So I think that gives us a little bit of insight into the fact that what AI is going to do today for IT is one level of their skill. It's going to give them capabilities that they never had before. And in the same way that, developers today don't need to know how to write directly to the operating system in order to make something happen. I think that's what we're going to see on IT. We're going to see a lot of the very simple things done by AI, and we're going to allow technicians to be much more in the cockpit, right? Much more having the ability to direct to prompts. And I think that that's just going to help close that gap. And we know that IT talent is at a premium right now. It's difficult to hire. There's, from what we've seen, about 27% of companies right now are struggling to fill vacant IT roles. It's difficult to retain people in these roles, particularly if you're a tier 1 technician. Doing these repetitive, menial tasks, it becomes all pretty important. So we think AI has a really big opportunity to help up-level IT skills and make them much happier as well.
Final question then. I spoke to the chief point at Atera. What might I expect?
More incredible innovation. I think that for me, what I'm seeing with Atera, that we've really found a way of bringing AI to people to show them how this works. So I'm going to keep investing in AI. If today we're able to solve 50 to 70% of tier 1 problems, we want to make tier 1 problems that can last. We want to start there. We want to keep giving technicians tools to solve things quicker. And I think if today it takes averagely 25 hours to resolve an IT problem, we don't see any reason for it not taking minutes. So, recently we opened up a US operation and we're hiring, if anybody's looking, our New York office. But we're going to continue to grow, we're going to continue to develop, we're going to continue to empower our IT team, which is our mission.